Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'll show you how to make a fixture for the part in the previous video. We did a planes video and a stock model video, and now we're going to build a fixture for this part before we put in those quarter 20 threaded holes. Here's the part, and it's got holes in those angled surfaces. And what we want to do is just duplicate that top plane. We'll call it 5-axis fixture. Click at it. And we'll select the bottom of the hole, and it'll snap to the center. So now we got a good plane to start building from. We'll click on rectangle, anchor to center, and we will create a rectangle, and we'll go 5 inches by 5 inches. Click the check. Now we just want to extrude that. This is going to be the main body of the fixture. So this is just the start of it. We'll extrude it, go the other way, 2.5 inches. So it's going to stick up 2.5 inches from the vise. Now we have to capture this part. We have to keep it from rotating. We have to keep it from moving in X and Y. That's step one, and then we'll keep it from moving in Z. So we create another level, call it 4. We'll type in 5-axis fixture. Basically, we just want to move everything we just created onto that level. Now we can just select that level. Perfect. Select your whole model. Go to wireframe. Click on silhouette boundary. And this will put a boundary of wireframe around the part. Click on select all wireframe, and we're going to move that to our fixture level. Okay, so now this is how we're going to capture the part. This is just the start. So we're going to create some circles at all the corners. We'll go 1/2 inch in diameter. Because our end mills cannot machine square corners, we have to create reliefs for the square corners on the part. So this is just one way to do it. Also one circle in the middle for later. We'll get to that later. And right here, we just want to break up the wireframe because we're going to be deleting some of it. So we're just going to patiently break this thing up piece by piece. And we are going pretty fast in this video, so if you guys need to pause or rewind, feel free to do so. Okay, so it looks like we got it all broken up the way we want it. And now we'll start deleting all these pieces. Click delete. Oh, there it is. Next, fill entities. We'll get rid of the sharp corners, 50 thou radius, just like that. So this will leave a nice relief for the square corners in the part. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to capture this thing. So that's looking good. So go to Extrude. We'll select all that wireframe we just created. Click the check. Cut body. Distance, we'll go 100 thou. That's perfect. Or actually, 1/8 inch. Click the check. Now we're going to extrude that centerpiece. We're going to go down 1 inch. I'll tell you guys about that later. So we'll select the entire thing, transform, translate, we'll go up in Z, not a 1/2 inch, but we'll go up an 1/8 inch. We'll click move, we'll click the check. Clear colors. Now, when we activate our part, it should be sitting in that pocket we just created. So that captures it. It won't rotate, it won't move in X, and it won't move in Y. Now, what's next is we have to fasten this thing down onto the fixture, and that's what that middle hole was. Remember, it was a 1/2 inch diameter, so we're going to use a 1/2-13. We'll go right through the middle of the part. We're going to fasten it to the fixture. So we're going to model all that up now. We're going to create another level, just like we did for the fixture. We'll call it washer plus 1/2-13. So we're just going to create some sort of washer here, snap to the center of the top, change the diameter to something that will cover it. One 3/4. Okay, so that would be the outer diameter of the washer. Next, we'll extrude that. Create body, go up 200 thou. Next is wireframe. We'll create a through hole on this washer for the 1/2-13. We'll go 580 thou. Now we'll extrude that. Cut body, switch direction, click the check. So there's the washer. Next, we'll select that hole, and we're going to make the cap of the 1/2-13. We'll call it the diameter. I don't have it off the top of my head, so I'm just going to throw something out there. And for this, you can use whatever size bolt you want. You can use like a 1/2 inch bolt, 3/4 bolt, whatever one works for you. This is just showing the basics of how it would work. Now we're going to extrude that cap up. Go to create body, switch direction, 1/2 inch, okay. Change the color of the cap, a little too dark. Go gray, change this one to white. Now we're going to flip this thing upside down. What we want to do is create the body of the screw. Half inch, since it's a 1/2-13. And now we want to extrude that. Switch the direction, and we want to extrude it 2 inches. We'll go to levels, activate the fixture. Looks like it's going in there. Looks good. So we can now what we want to do is boolean that screw to its cap. So boolean it, right click in the add. Now click the cap, click the check. Now it's one big solid. So there's the cap screw and part. There's the 5-axis fixture. And that's just a basic fixture for reworking a part. Basically capture it, keep it from rotating and moving to X and Y, and then just fasten it any way you want to do it. You can use mighty bites, you can use clamps, you can use a screw and a washer, whatever works best. Now we can put those holes in with accuracy and it's not going to move. I hope you guys liked this video. Subscribe for more, and the next video will be adding 1/4-20 threaded holes in all those different surfaces, and I'll show you how to do the multi-axis planes and the parameters and all that. So again, subscribe for more, and we'll see you later. Thanks.